Right, Shalom. One say before we start, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the Akim pushing the word in sincerity and truth. This is Jamaica, right? And we're out here in the streets of Mandeville, right? First time? Well, first time for me, you know what I mean, and some of the other brothers, the older brothers, them come here multiple times, you know what I mean, but we come out here, as always, to prophesy the downfall of this wicked and corrupt society, right, and to edify our people that they are the true, chosen people of the nation of Israel. You praise the prayer back.
This is Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, right, and show my people their transgression and the house of Jacob their sins.
Right, so we come out here for reproof, rebuke, right, and for edify, right. Let the people know that the way of life that them living, that them believe in, right, it is not parallel with the way of life what the Heavenly Father prescribed for our people. See, believe it or not, as I said before, you people are the chosen people of the nation of Israel. See, and according to the scriptures, there's a certain path and a certain way of life how we're supposed to live. Continue that. See, so we come out here, we come cry aloud in the streets. See, in the chief place of concourse. Proverbs 1. Yeah.
Right. So this is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse Proverbs 1 and verse 20. Wisdom cried without,
right?
She uttered her voice in the streets.
Right. Wisdom is out here in the streets of Mandeville today. See it? We come out here to prophesy again and to let you people know that you are the true chosen people of the nation of Israel. Continue.
Right. She cried in the chief place of concourse.
Right. If you look around, if you can just spin the camera, right, you see that we're literally in the chief place of concourse. See, basically over the park in Mandeville. See, and if you look outside, you see basically everybody that pass pass by here. See, so we're there in the chief place of concourse. That is where wisdom is spread amongst the people, right? Not in these church buildings. Continue.
In the openings of the gates,
right,
in the city, she uttered her words, saying, "How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?"
Right.
And the scorners delight in their scorning,
right,
and fools hate knowledge.
Right. So how long will the simple, right, remain being simple? Right. How long will the foolish, right, continue to be foolish? How long will the scorners continue to scorn? Right? And how long will you fools continue to hate knowledge, yo? Right? Because believe it or not, as we said, the scriptures provide the way of life how people supposed to carry on. And every time we come and we bring out that way of life, that way of living, seeing what people reject it.
Yeah, I can add the laws, the laws of the Heavenly Father. Alright, because the reason why we in the predicament, our people are also 9 to 5, can barely make a living. It's a reason for that. It's a reason why you're out on the street I try to make two ends meet. Alright, because we supposed to be the top people on the face of the earth, man. We're supposed to be above all nations. But why we on the low? Why we on the bottom on the top of the table, man? Then why you have the Secretary of State, then for America coming out here and make Jamaica know say them to pick a side? Right. Or else.
And not just Jamaica, bro.
Not just Jamaica, the Caribbean, because right about now, the Caribbean is about to be destabilized, man. You know what destabilization is? Then, right now you have countries, the Caribbean communities, CARICOM, it's divided. It's divided, man. Either you choose between America and China. Alright, because there's large investment that these countries have from China, Russia, and US. And right now, US is vexed with Jamaica meddling with China, man. And if you don't pick a side, regardless if you pick a side, part of the prophecy is that, man, World War III is coming.
Right.
And you might make you know, so you pick a side if you know where you stand, man. Because remember this. Give me give me wherever. Yeah, we skip us a fool's yet knowledge. Then you have to know what's going on. What is about to come upon your society. You're not at peace, man. Alright, you people here and you relax. But there's great trouble coming to your country, man, that you're not gonna be able to escape from. And we're here to show you the way. Or you're gonna escape these things, man. Then, so when from Jacob's trouble, you can give me Daniel 12:1. Then, so we are the prophets here to warn you, man. Regardless if you believe it or not, we are here to warn you about the coming destruction, yo. Then, remember that Jamaica is highly dependent upon imported goods. You don't provide for yourself. Alright? And if trading stop, which it will eventually happen, what's going to happen to you? You're not going to be able to get your precious food where you depend upon. Rice and peas where you love. The peas is imported. The KFC, the chicken, the rice. A lot of the things that we used to make in Jamaica and make overseas now.
Even the peas.
Even the peas. The surface imported.
Right.
Everything, 90%. Just check that, man. Just check how serious that is. See, so give me that to you,
and if we can just add to the point where you're depend right? Me and the brother, while me and the brother them are forward, right? We are looking on a whole heap of unused land. We can do a whole heap of farming, yo. You see me?
Yeah.
This is Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation.
Yeah, there shall be a time of trouble, which you never seen this before. No nation will ever exist on the face of the earth ever experience the time of trouble that is actually coming. Alright? You never experienced famine yet? Then you might experience a 1 day hunger, then or a 2 day, but you never experienced famine yet. And Jamaica is so delicate to famine. Then, do you know what happened when a World War III happened? When a World War III take place? When a World War go on? All trading stop, all importing stop. Country reserve food in them country, man.
Right.
You got a thing when them call, as the brother mentioned, food ration. When them ration out food gain passes, man.
Perfect example was in Venezuela.
Right.
Right, when basically people did have to line up, right, in a queues in order to get supplies.
Right.
See him? And what? Them it wasn't enough, it never did sustain.
Go on.
You see me?
What's the precept?
Such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, and some to everlasting life, and some to everlasting shame and contempt.
Yeah, that is the point. He says some gonna awake, and some gonna get awake to everlasting shame and contempt, and some gonna get delivered. Regardless if you believe it or not, the Bible gives you the guideline. The Bible is the manual. Then to live a righteous path so you can get delivered when this thing come down, man. Then precept
Proverbs 1 and verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
right, so if you're a fool, you're not gonna love the knowledge of the Most High. And that's why you have people in the situation where they're in right now because them continuously rejecting the righteous way our the Most High offer them. And that is the reason why we're going slavery. You didn't even know that the Bible prophesied that we were going to come in slavery.
That's right.
The Bible give you that prophecy, man. Before the target, that transatlantic slave trade take place, the Heavenly Father said, yo, that did go happen to we as a people. Himself, yo, give me that precept there, give me that Deuteronomy 28 and...
Alright, Deuteronomy chapter 28.
I'm going to start from 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee. Will set thee on high above all nations.
Yeah, so if the point is, he say if you obey, you must set you on high above all nations. Earlier the brother mentioned that we are the true Israelites.
Yeah.
Not the so-called Jews in the land, man. Then we are the chosen people of the Heavenly Father. Nobody else. Give me Exodus 4 and 22. I want to show you how key we is to the Most High. There's an Almighty. And we are His sons, man. We are His sons and daughters. Then,
there's a missing piece of history that is not taught in our schools. Right? We are only taught as far back as Africa. So people misidentify themselves as Africans because that's where we were taken in the transatlantic slave trade to come over here. Right. But where were we before Africa? Where were we before the northern and western coast of Africa? The majority of the tribes in the north and western coast of Africa trace their lineage back to Israel. People don't know that. Right? When the Israelites were exiled from the land, right, by Rome, and even as far back as by Babylon and Grecia, right, they fled into the northern parts of Africa, right, and then migrated into the western parts as well, right. Right now, if you go to certain tribes, the Ashanti tribe, right, in Ghana, and other tribes in Ghana, they will tell you that they are Israelites, right. So we are the scattered people of the Heavenly Father. We are the true Israelites, not those gutter rats down there in Israel calling themselves Israelis. They are imposters.
That's right.
We are the true children of the promise. Right? Read it from Babylon to Timbuktu, brother. Bring out identification.
This is a history book called From Babylon to Timbuktu by author Rudolph R. Windsor. On page 84 it reads,
this is our history, man. Go on, this is what happened to we. Go on.
In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter. During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people.
This is the point, go on.
During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves.
Right, so the Jews are black. The Jews are so-called black people. Not only that, because the Israelites, the word Judah, or the word Jew come from the word Judah.
Right.
So, and Judah consists of what? Judah is the head tribe for what? For the southern kingdom. The southern kingdom, because the kingdom of Israel, the nation of Israel is split in two. And Judah is the head tribe for Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. For Benjamin and Levi.
So the African people are black.
Not all black people are the same, sir.
We're gonna show you. We're gonna show you the difference.
I believe that.
We're gonna show you. We're gonna do Deuteronomy, and then we go to that.
Can get the prophecy.
Hold on, we'll go to that.
So what are you trying to say? You are trying to say that Jerusalem is more ancient than Ethiopia. That's what you're saying.
That what?
You're saying that Jerusalem, Israel,
right,
is more ancient than Ethiopia.
Ethiopia, Jerusalem, established as a nation. Then Africa, Ethiopia, all of those people was there also. Israelites was always there. Ethiopia.
Israel just the other day.
Yes, a young nation, but guess what?
Yeah, what
it no matter.
Yeah, just the other day.
Which one?
What do you mean just the other day?
Israel not just from long in Abraham times.
So that it is ancient too.
Abraham just 1 day.
What just 1 day? What you mean? You have a timeline to it?
Abraham no 1 million.
Do you have a timeline to it?
Abraham not even 1 million here. You talk about Ethiopia.
Man never live 1 year.
You talk about
Hey,
Kush.
brother. Man issue not go back to 1 million years.
Or even before Kush.
You hear that?
Al Capone.
Man issue don't go back to 1 million
What you
years.
say?
People them really damn.
Don't do nothing.
What the word Ethiopia mean? What the word Ethiopia mean?
Yeah?
What the word Ethiopia mean?
Ethiopia? You don't remember enough to tell the truth.
Okay, you remember.
Okay.
Alright.
You know enough but me don't remember now.
Okay, well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to break down and we're going to show that there's a difference between we as a people from the Ethiopians. Israelites are so-called black or dark-skinned people just the same. At one point, everybody on here is black. Did you know that?
Yeah.
So how you differentiate nation?
Eh?
How you know the difference between nations if everybody is black?
Nation don't really mean to say you can have one party.
What the word nation mean?
Hold on, man. If Africa you talk about.
We're not talking about Africa. Africa is not a nation.
You have only nations in Africa.
Right.
I'm saying that if Africa you have a talk, you can have a mixed nation.
What?
Within nation you have mixed people in it.
What the point?
You have more black people within a nation. You have Semitic people within a nation.
So
Nation don't really define.
Nation don't really do it.
He's asking what is your point?
Alright, take for instance that tribe.
Did the so-called Africans come into Chicago slave ship, come in slavery? Come over here in slavery, on slave ships?
I've only for different tribes of African coming as
Did anyone of them, which one of them come on slavery? In the transatlantic slave trade? Which one of them
every
come
tribe of Africa coming as slave.
No.
Which one no come?
No. If you notice on the west coast, west and north coast of Africa.
Which one no come?
You ever hear about Fort Judah? Or Fort Benjamin? Huh? Those are on the west coast because our people, if you know the history we read a while ago, that over a million Jews fled into Africa. When they fled into Africa, we set up camps on the west coast of Africa going up to the north coast of Africa. When you hear about the Mali Empire, when you hear about the Ghana, when you hear about Sierra Leone, all of those people, our people, those are different from Hamites. The original Africans, or so-called Africans, they are Hamites. And we're here to show you the difference. See?
Alright, you listen.
Just that. Where is the definition?
Alright, this is definition for Ham. Say the youngest son of
Before we go forward, Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Right? The Africans they speak about come out of Ham. Israelites come out of Shem. Right? So I show you the difference between the two.
Because you don't look like Shemitic.
No, you not listen.
You agree?
You not listen, brother.
Yeah, listen, man. But I agree with you.
Shem. So we read definition for Ham, the people we are talking about. What?
Alright, this is definition for Ham. Youngest son of Noah. Alright. Bible dictionary.
Yeah, man, do it,
Alright, definition for Ham. Youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races.
He became the forefather of the dark races, man.
Not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites.
Yep.
He became the progenitor, meaning the father of the dark races, and he makes sure to specify, not the Negroes. Right? The Negroes, the so-called Negroes as a people, descend from Shem. Right? The label Negroes was placed upon the children of the kingdom of Judah. Right? There was an apostle in the Acts that was surnamed Niger. Right? Which I get the word nigger from.
So Noah's small little black son.
Noah was black too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the other rest are pitting them.
Yeah. We're black too.
They were black, but
yes. All people on the earth were black at one point.
So what would have made them more perfect than Ham?
What?
What would
because the Lord chose one set of people. Yes.
Really?
Devil the Father. Yes.
Devil the Father.
Right? And the word nationality, we ask you and you never understand it. Yeah. So for the case of edification of everybody else, the edification of everybody else, right? And those who may watch the video when we upload it, the word nation has a Latin root. The word is natio. It means race or lineage. Right? Your father's lineage determines your race. Right? Whatever nationality your father is, that is your nationality. Simply put, a nationality is a family of men. Notice in the Bible, we don't ever read the Bible, but in the Bible, when genealogies are listed, the fathers are listed, never the mothers, because your lineage go by your father's lineage.
Okay, so what is your nationality?
I'm an Israelite. My forefathers go back to Israel. You're not born in Israel, brother.
Your nationality?
No, that's a stupid definition. Read numbers.
I know where you're born.
Hold on.
Your heritage.
Why you wear red, green,
Your
and gold?
heritage.
What are you? You're African?
Are you African?
No, me is not an African.
Why are you?
What are you? What's your nationality?
Me is Al Capone. Al Capone. I mean, Africa just what it is.
You're born in one place named Al Capone?
And that's why I'm
Where's that
not.
located? Where's that
No,
located?
my nationality is Jamaica.
No, your citizenship
Brother, don't
is
tell me what me
Jamaican.
me know my nationality.
Sir,
I was born in Jamaica.
Hold on, may I ask you a question?
So my birthplace,
Let me ask you a question.
by documents, my
Last one.
nationality is Jamaica.
Master, may I ask you a question? Let's show you something.
My heritage is Al Capone. Is Al Capone.
I am trying to correct you, sir. Are you not listening? You did not invent the English language. The English language have a definition long before you're born. The definition of the word nation has a Latin root. The word nation means your family or your lineage or your heritage. So your nation and your heritage are one and the same. The country that you're born in is your citizenship, not your nation. There's no nation called Jamaica. Jamaica is not a family. Jamaica is an island that we were brought on as slaves. Right? This is not where we're from.
That's why we can go to
Are you
America
for
and apply
Right? Read numbers, brother.
scriptures.
Right? Read
This
numbers,
is
brother.
Numbers 1 and verse 17. And Moses and Aaron took these men which are expressed by their names, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers,
That's how you know
according
what,
to the number of the
that's how you
names.
know what family belongs to. The family of your fathers. Right? I will go and show you, right, that the prophecies speak about our fathers coming over here in the transatlantic slave trade. Go back to Deuteronomy 28, brother, read verse 15.
Alright, Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So this is the backdrop to this, right? All men came from Adam, whether you believe it or not. That is the truth, right? Whether you believe it or not. You see me? And after Adam, right, there was another righteous seed called Shem, right? Seth. After Adam came Seth, right? And through Seth, righteousness reigned, right? Hold on now. And then after Seth, right, another man was chosen that was important. That was Noah, right? Noah was chosen, and Noah and his family was saved, right? And through Noah, there came 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The Lord chose Shem, and through Shem's line came Arphaxad, and then go down the line till Abraham come on the scene. And then the Lord chose Abraham, and Abraham lived in Mesopotamia, right? Which we know you heard the word before. Mesopotamia was one of the ancient civilizations in the Middle East, right? And the Lord chose Abraham, take him from his people, and have him sojourn in the land of Canaan, and say you're going to own this one day, right? And then through Abraham, the promise passed down to his son Isaac, and then from Isaac to Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, right? Hold on now. That man named Israel have 12 sons, which are called the 12 patriarchs. After the 12 patriarchs multiplied, they went into Egypt, right? And they multiplied. The Pharaoh of Egypt enslaved them, and they were there 400 years as slaves. After that, the Lord raised up another righteous man, Moses, to deliver his chosen people And him said to Moses, Israel is my chosen, my firstborn, my son. And him lead out Israel out of Egypt by the hand of Moses and his brother Aaron, right? And him gave them laws, 613 laws, to be specific. And him said, these laws are going to be a righteousness. You may read Deuteronomy 4 and 7.
But before you read more,
Well, I'm not have a point no more I finish and then ask the question.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 7.
Right.
For what nation is there so great?
Right.
Who had Yahweh so nigh unto them?
No, go on someone.
Start from 7?
Start from 5 and go.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgment, even as the Lord my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
Right.
Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations,
Right.
which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding
So the
people.
laws that we got, 613 laws that have to do with every single aspect of our life. Right? Were to make us perfect in understanding and in wisdom and in our way of life. So that the nations would look on and say, these people are wise and understanding. And we were supposed to be set above all nations. The lot of Israel, the inheritance of Israel is to rule all nations as the chosen people of God. Right? That was the covenant that we made between we and our God. Not between the whole world and God. Between Israel and God. However, we broke that. Right? So read Deuteronomy 28 and 15 so that if we don't keep the law, statutes and judgment with the Lord deal with, certain curses will come upon us. Right? Read the curses, brother. Read verse 64.
Alright, Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64.
Right?
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other.
Right. So our people, right, which originated over there in the land of Israel, were scattered, right, from among our nation to among the entire world. How did we get scattered? By slavery, by being conquered, right, by other nations bigger than we, because we sinned against the Lord. First, the Babylonians, right, captured Israel, Assyria first, then Babylonian Empire, the Medo-Persian Empire, the Greek Empire, and even going into the Roman Empire, right? And we were constantly in slavery because we constantly sinned, right? Read verse 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Right?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Right, the word Egypt, right, it means bondage. It's from the Hebrew matazarium, meaning double straits or bondage. Right? So we went into Egypt, meaning bondage again by ships. We were the set of people who fulfilled this prophecy.
Right?
Right? Our forefathers, the so-called Negroes, right? And even the so-called Latino tribes in South, Central, and North America fulfilled this prophecy. We went into slavery by